Welcome back to the program. Al Keith is in studio. He is the CEO of Milwaukee College Prep. Al, welcome back to the program.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Tomorrow's a very big day.
Huge day.
Giving Tuesday.
Yep.
First, let's get into the details of Milwaukee College Prep. Can you tell us what makes Milwaukee College Prep different from other public schools in the city?
Well, Milwaukee College Prep is a public charter school, and I think the easiest way to tell you what makes us different, what sets us apart, is we believe in leading with love and learning follows. And so, that is a lot of joy, a lot of enthusiasm that we intentionally pack into the day. But the other side of that, too, is we make sure that we show that love by meeting kids where they are. And so we hire intentionally to meet our kids' needs, whether they be additional support needed for literacy or, giving our scholars who excel those enrichment opportunities. We make sure all scholars get what they need to meet their fullest potential.
We saw the annual Department of Public Instruction report card for district schools, and the overall score and even some of the detailed scores in math proficiency, reading comprehension leave a lot to be desired. Can you talk about why Milwaukee College Prep needs to exist in public school offerings that oftentimes are lackluster, especially for African-American children?
Yeah, so I think, you hit it right on the head with looking at the DPI report card statistics. I think the number right now, the percentage of public school children in the city of Milwaukee that are at schools that are not meeting expectations is somewhere around 60-70%. And so if you look at that, that means 2/3, nearly more than that, of our kids are in schools that are not meeting the DPI's expectations for schools, for growth, for attendance, for all metrics. And so the need for schools like Milwaukee College Prep is huge because, again, more than leading with love, we are set on providing the opportunities our scholars need to succeed and be successful beyond their time at Milwaukee College Prep, looking forward at college and beyond. And so, a small, easy one that jumps out to me and everyone in the city is literacy. Right now, the city of Milwaukee, the nation itself, is in a literacy crisis. Many scholars, many kids are leaving the third grade level, not being able to read on grade level. And I could talk forever about what that means for the child's future, what that means for financial and economic mobility for that family, for that community. But schools like Milwaukee College Prep stand to not only serve the kids and give them every opportunity they need, but to improve the community through opportunity, through advancement, through achievement.
We found out some years ago, because we couldn't figure out why, in every single election, voter turnout is a lot lower than it should be in certain elections. Now, it can fluctuate. In some elections, it's very high. But there was something that we found out that we never considered. There's a number of people that don't vote because they can't read. And we never even thought, you can't even participate civically, especially if you see how some of these referenda are written. You need to have a college degree to be able to understand that. But there are folks that do not have basic enough levels of literacy. We're talking about grown adults now, to where they don't go and participate in the electoral process, which I think counts them out of having their voices be heard, just to reinforce your point about literacy. So the district, which you are not a MPS school proper, you are a public charter school, and people need to know that there is a difference. So when the district asks for, $87 million referendum, and then the district gets, $300, $400 million in COVID dollars, and the district asks for another $252 million referendum, and then next year they may be asking for another referendum. Does Milwaukee College Prep have access to those dollars? And if not, how do you all get your funding? And is your funding on par with what per pupil funding is for MPS?
Yeah, loaded question. So I'll start with the very first one. No, we unfortunately do not have access to those referendum dollars. Those go traditionally to the traditional public schools. Our funding structure is a little different. Just looking at the gap in large, nice, round numbers, Milwaukee College Prep schools like Milwaukee College Prep, public charter schools, receive about 80% of the funds that a traditional public school would receive. And so that creates quite a bit of a gap, right? Because you think about that, that's 80 cents to the dollar of what a traditional public would get. That means that we only have 80 cents to the dollar to be able to staff our schools, to be able to pay teachers, to be able to improve our buildings to be able to provide all the different opportunities that we want to provide for our kids. And so it's very critical that on this Giving Tuesday and all year round that we have the support of the community, the support of the city, whether it be in time, treasures, or talent. But today we're talking about the treasures. And so that's very well needed.
Tomorrow is Giving Tuesday, and how does a donation to Milwaukee College Prep directly support your mission, and can you give us a couple examples?
Yeah, so the mission is always meet kids where they are and give them what they need to be successful. So some key examples of that is being able to provide additional assistance in the classrooms to support our scholars with that literacy crisis that we talked a little bit earlier. It allows us to staff MTSS coordinators who look at meeting our kids with the appropriate interventions. It allows us to teach and take care of the whole child by staffing our buildings with therapists, social workers, all facets of school. It allows us to be able to provide what our kids need.
What would you say to someone who is considering giving but has not given their contribution yet, and they're not sure if their contribution is going to have an impact?
So I think it's well known, and we can talk about numbers and data all day long. Milwaukee College Prep has been serving the scholars of the north side of Milwaukee for going into 28 years now, and not just serving scholars, but doing it well. Historically, we've been 4- and 5-star schools. Happy to celebrate that all 4 campuses at Milwaukee College Prep are 4-star schools, meeting exceeding expectations. But we can't do that without your support. And so if you're on the fence right now of, whether or not you should give or can give, every little bit helps. And whatever you can do to support this work, whatever you can do to support the mission, whatever you can do to support the dreams of our kids, please do so.
People want to donate, because I know some of my listeners, they got big money, big pockets, and this money is going to a worthwhile cause, helping to support the mission for Milwaukee College Prep. How do they donate, Al? Where do you direct them?
Yeah, so go to our website, mkaprep.com/Giving Tuesday to donate. Again, that's mkaprep.com/Giving Tuesday to donate.
And is tomorrow the only day in which they can donate, or is this an ongoing effort?
Absolutely not. I mean, tomorrow is a big day that we want to celebrate in giving, but you can always go to the website to make donations or even find other ways to get involved in supporting the mission.
Al Keith, the CEO of Milwaukee College Prep, thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you do, and good luck with Giving Tuesday tomorrow.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes on 101.7 FM. We'll be right back.